Good morning. How's everyone doing on this Wednesday morning? Nice sunny day. It's cooled down a bit now. Last couple of days in the UK, it was boiling. Too much for me. Far too much for me. Anyway, so I thought I'd jump on and show you what I've got from Aliexpress. We've got an Aliexpress delivery. I'm going to first of all show you, this is quite a large item. But this is the first thing. This was reviewed by Nanofix, I believe. And if you haven't seen his videos, go and check him out. Brilliant guy. Does a lot of reviews on stuff. So yeah, this is the mechanic. I'm not going to get out of the box because it's quite large. But so what I want to do is this was reviewed, I think, with a trinocular microscope. But I want to, because I've got an HDMI microscope, I was hoping to somehow jerry-rig it so that I could put my existing bar in here and that would extend it. I'll show you in a minute what I used. It's an Eakins HDMI microscope camera, and yeah, it's been amazing. I bought it some time ago, so yeah. So I'll obviously, once I've managed to figure out what I'm doing with this, then obviously I'll do another review on it. I'll put it back in the bleeding box now. Yeah, so that's that one. I'm not gonna, as I said, I'm not gonna get it all out of the box because it's yeah, it's that'll do. So I also got this was not from AliExpress, this was from Amazon. So I saw on Andy's channel, Swindon Electronic Repairs. I did have some Hakko brass solder cleaner bushes, I'll call them, but they were actually garbage. They were terrible, and for Hakko, you wouldn't expect that. Anyway, so I think I can't remember exactly what I paid for them, but I think you only get 2 or 3 in a pack of the Hakko ones. Some of these are the ones. In fact, yeah, there's the Hakko. Look at the discoloration on that. That's Hakko. Unless, of course, it's a fake, which it probably is. In fact, I've got a Hakko. Yeah, I've also left the Hakko in there. Quite disgusted with that. So anyway, so I was watching his video and somebody suggested to him about getting this pack of 10 off of Amazon. So I did exactly that. And up to now, I've got to say, I'm quite impressed. More impressed than I was with the Hakko. Believe it or not. Again, but like I said, I mean, that could be a fake, but those Hakko ones are recommended by a YouTuber as well. I'm not going to say any names, but anyway, that's by the by. So that's that. Now, aside from the fact, I've got there's a lot of things I've got to change, renovations and stuff like that in terms of this bench. I think I've got my work colleague coming up to see me. Come on then, you'll have to bear with me while yeah, while she wanders around. So she's got to get in on the action. Right, come on, out of the way a minute. You can get up in a minute. Come on. You'll get up in a minute. Right, so yeah, so in terms of my microscope, I've got the same, funny enough, I've got the same arm that Andy has got from Swindon Electronic Repairs. And I've also got the polarized mechanic microscope light lamp. I'm impressed with this, very impressed. But I've also got an upgrade on that as well. These are, I've also got these side lights as well, which I've got on a switch over here. And they're just for, if you've got any glare, it takes the glare out. I bought these ages ago from AliExpress. So you've obviously got the microscope light and you've also got the glare lights as well. I don't very often use that, but there are times when I do. So anyway, let's get into this and see what we got in here. As I said, there's a few changes I want to make for the bench. I've got to take my monitors back down because I've got I did have a dual monitor mount that I took down because it just wasn't sitting right, and so I bought another one, and now I'm not happy with that, so I'm going to put the original one back. And I've also just ordered. I could have got 11.6 inch third screen, but for the price of the 11.6, I decided to buy 15.6, which is true 1080p. I do believe that 11.6 is only 720 from what I've read. Yeah, so got the cat's playing with the bag now. It keeps her happy. Right, so let's have a look and see what we got here. Ah, yeah. Now, this is supposed to be... Let me always just undo that one while I'm here, am I? I'm going to do it in a minute. Now, this is supposed to be 400 degrees Captain tape, I assume that's what it's called. It's a bit different to your regular Captain tape, although it looks the same, but apparently this is 400 degrees. I'll put links in the description anyway for the items that are on this video today. But that's your regular Captain tape, with different various sizes. And then I just bought this one just to see if it was any different. I will do a test on this at some point, probably in this video, to see how it withstands up to this here. And I will set the hot air station up to 400 degrees and to see what happens. So yeah, so we'll do that. We can do that. Right, so that's that one. Let me put this in there because I don't want the cat getting that. And she's all right with that bag because it's open. Put that down there so she can't get it. If you're interested in, I do have a fourth wall merch site, which I haven't put on the thing yet. So what we got here? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, this is, yeah, it makes me laugh how they I don't know whether they send it out like that or whether that's just through customs or whatever, or, you know, well, I don't know. But this is the upgraded version, this one. Whereas this one's a push button on the top, I do believe this one's a touch button on the side. And I seen NanoFix, he wasn't reviewing it, I don't think. I think he was doing a live stream maybe, or a review video. I think it might have been one of the microscopes he was reviewing. And this is supposed to be, this is a polarized one. I hope it is, because that's what I ordered. Let's see. I will be going live at some stage. I just need to get a few things set up. I've got a green screen to go up, and what I've done, rather than sort of have it hanging on a back wall or anything like that, I've got what I've done is I bought a roller blind, quite a large one, and that fits to the ceiling. So when I then put it up onto the ceiling, I can pull the blind down with a cord that's attached to the clip part, and then I can attach I'm either going to take out the existing cloth that's in there and put the green screen, or I might just put the green screen cloth over that to give it some sort of backing. So this is the polarized one as well, so that's good. At least they got that right, because I think the last order I bought from Aliexpress, this happened to Swindle Electronic Repairs as well. We ordered some heating elements for the Atom ST862D, and they sent 110 volts instead of 230 volts, which pissed me off a bit. I think he was a bit pissed off and all with it. So anyway, what I did, same as what he did after, or he did before, one I can't remember. He ordered two, and then I went on to AliExpress, and at the same time I think I ordered two as well. So I've yet to send the other one back, but I don't know, can I be bothered? I mean, I'll probably just land up selling it somewhere. Somebody will probably buy it somewhere. But anyway, that's that. I don't know why they give you oh, that's the screws for the clamp, isn't it? Right, so that's the mechanic microscope light. You never get it in boxes again. Probably because the box is crumpled up. Now, this is what I think it is. Okay, now, box again. Look at it. Right, so basically, because I've got an AFN A9 Pro, which was a single version, but you get 3 handles with that, I then decided to buy an AFN A902, which is the dual soldering station, dual handle, which is these two here. Now, currently I'm using a C245 and a C210. What I did want to use was, at some stage, was I wanted to swap the 210 for the 245, and so I'd have the 115, the C115 or T115, because there's two different versions. You've got the version that sits on top of the little clamp thing that hangs down like that, plus you've also got the version where it's got the sensor in here that you put into the stand, the base of the soldering station, and obviously it automatically shuts it off. Now with the other one, I believe the one that hangs on the little hook, I don't believe that one auto switches off. I could be wrong, but I don't think it does. Like, it might attach to the back through some sort of plug or some another sensor built into it. But anyway, so to enable me to do that, I thought I would just buy another one. Again, this is what Andy Swindle Electronic Repairs uses. Now, apparently there's two different versions for this. There is, I do believe, according to Andy, there's an 861. Is it 861 and 862 or something like that? Let me see. Oh, there's several different versions. I think I got the... I'm not quite sure. I'll have to check on that. It should be on the front anyway, if this is the right one. So yeah, so he uses this quite often. Well, I think he uses it all the time. This is his main solder station, I think. I guess that's feet. A 951. Just a 951, and I do believe there's a 952, 962, something like that. But this one you get, yeah, of course they would give you the 2-pin plug. You know, it amazes me really how you put UK in for a UK plug and they send you that. I mean, come on, really? This is a joke, isn't it? You just can't write about it. It fucking annoys me. That really does annoy me. So you know, that sort of eats into your profit really, because you had to have to buy yourself or supply yourself another plug. But hey, it is what it is. So I won't be trying this on this video, because I need to make sure I've got room to put it and where I'm going to put it. So with this you get, I thought it was only 3, but it's not. You get 1, 2, 3, 5. You get 5. I thought it was only 3 you got with it. But yeah, so this is the, again, this is a cartridge type that you just slide in, and then obviously, I don't know, there must be some sort of holder where you can pull it out. Yeah, you can pull it out. So I will do a full review on this at some stage. Obviously, I'm not going to do it today. I want to try this Captain tape to see, because there's a lot of fakes going around in terms of Captain tape. I do believe that Chill and Relax Mick had some. I think Andy at Swindle Electronic Repairs, I think he had some as well. Somebody did. I know they had some fake Captain tape, and as soon as it gets to a certain temperature, well below what you're setting it to, or what you want it to, it does crinkle up. So we'll see. I've got I'm gonna switch the hot air station on. Of course, my bloody PC power supply switch is just buggered up, so I've got to order a new one now. Yeah, so that's that. Right, let me put that to one side a minute, and let's get out my... I mean, this wasn't much of a review really. It was just an unboxing, but let's put some lights on so we can see what we're doing, and let's see if this tape is what it claims to be. Why do they do that? Right, let's I'll tell you what I'll do. I won't put the original on yet, which is this stuff here. I'll put this on first, and then we'll see. So I am waiting for some deliveries to arrive, so I've got to keep an eye on the cameras, because I don't know if anyone else has had this issue, but lately couriers have been just dropping the parcels off and just walking away without pressing the bell or knocking the door. You know, I'm just glad we've got security cameras and video doorbell and such, because without it, we wouldn't know there was a delivery there. So anyway, so this is the new 400 degrees. So I'm gonna set the fire station to, I'll tell you what, let's do 420. If it should be at a handle. No, let's do 440. I'll turn the airspeed down. I'll do it to about 40. So we got 440 degrees set C, and we're 40% airflow. Right. So let's see. And obviously I'm going to do it with this nozzle, because I normally use this nozzle. I should take it off really, but let's see. Seems to be handling that pretty well. Let's take it up a notch. Let's go to 470. Make sure it don't burn anything in the process. And to make it fair, I will, let's see. I'll leave it curled up like that. I won't flatten that part down, just to do a full comparison, and then we'll give it another go. It's going to blow down yourself. Well, that's it, 470, 40% airflow. Let's knock up the airspeed. We'll put it to 60%. Give it a feral whack. Again, this is Yatton ST862D, Beast of a Station. I think it's starting to, well, maybe not. Well, that seems to handle that pretty well. So, at least you know it's genuine. And, you know, although I've never done a test on the stuff that I normally use, which is this here, we'll do one now for science. All right, we'll do one now for science. I mean, this stuff's held up pretty well. I can't fault it. Each one of these I've bought from Aliexpress, and I've got various different sizes. I've been quite fortunate that I haven't touched wood. I haven't had any fakes. So I've been sort of lucky on that. I say that. And the next one I order, I'll get a fake. You watch. Guaranteed. Right, so I'll put 2 down the same as I did before. So it makes it fair. Even though we know that the other one's gonna... There must be something in there because there's patches on. Must be some sort of coating. Right, what I'll do is I'll try and turn that around so that it sticks to its own. Yeah, so I'll lift that up like that. Right, same setup for 470. Yeah, 470 is 60%. And again, this is the stuff that I've been using for God knows how long. I did order quite a few in bulk because the last thing you want to do is run out of Captain tape. I mean, you can use aluminium or Americans say aluminum, and we say aluminium. You can use that, or you can use something which I often use, especially near capacitors. Is I will use. I've got an old hard drive that I took the top casing off of, and I sometimes use that as a cover, as a heat plate. So that holds up pretty well. That let me turn that over. It's got a number on it. I'll have to edit the video and block that out. So that ends up pretty well. So I'm just happy I didn't get a fake because I said there's a couple of YouTubers that have got fakes, and as soon as you try and use it, put any significant heat to it, it crinkles up. So that's that. As I said, I will do. Make sure that's not too hot to put back. I'll just have to let that cool down a bit. I will do a video on the soldering station, and also when I get to mount the microscope on that arm, although I have a feeling it's not gonna do what I want it to do. Just something tells me that it's not gonna work out the way I want it, so I may have to make some moderations to it to enable me to do that. My concern is that because at the moment when I put the microscope away, I can push it right the way back. With that arm, it may come across the other screen over here, and then you're pretty screwed then because you've got this arm that goes right the way across. I thought about this after I bought it. I'm not going to send it back because I'll probably just land up. If it won't work the way I want it to as it is, then I'll just have to make some more sacrifices and figure out another way. But then I've got to put the green screen up and sort that out. Once I've done that, well, I mean, I can go live without doing that, but I just think it looks more professional. In my opinion, if you've got a green screen or some sort of back in or something like that, it just, I wouldn't say it looks professional, but it looks better. Let's settle for that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was only a short one, and there wasn't really sort of anything to review, but I just want to give a big shout out to a lot of the other YouTubers, Swin Electronic Repairs, Soren from Electronic Repair School, Mick from Chill and Relax, Reflem, Nanofix, JFix is in there. There's loads. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. I am, as I said, I am going to be going live soon. Just making sure that everything's set up for the live stream, because I've only just installed well, quick story, I installed Stream Elements, and then they were in talks about going sort of down the Swanee, and so I uninstalled that and installed Streamlabs, and then time went on, and then you found out that they were actually not going down the Swanee, and so they're back up and running again. So it's you know, I mean, I was just fortunate enough that I hadn't set anything up on Stream Elements really, in terms of, you know, chatbots and elements and stuff like that. So yeah, but as soon as I do, you know, I'll be sort of notifying everyone anyway. And yeah, so if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.